YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Mr. Do It to him. Too late, 'cause I already did it to him. Oh, excuse me. Super tired. Just got off from my other job and I just got in at this job. So the point of this video was because I had somebody posted a comment that was pretty good. I'm gonna tag the not tag. I'm gonna put the comment before the video start. But pretty much it was she asked to make a video explaining how I can manage both jobs and running my own business. Excellent comment, because to be real, I mean, it's a little bit of faith, time, and other that just like willpower. Because when I first started off, it was tough, big time. I'm not even gonna lie. And the only way, let me start back by saying the only way to me that this was actually really possible is because I had the same off days. Nah, I kid you not. I have Sunday, Monday, Tuesdays. It's my off days for both jobs. And of course, those are the days that I run my business. So if let's say I'm off, like today is Saturday. So tomorrow, even though I do gotta work mandatory at my other job, but let's say I have a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday to myself, and then if I don't have any jobs lined up, most likely I'll use that time to, recover, recoup. I ain't gonna say I use all 3 days to recoup, but I don't. No, I'll probably chill Sunday, chill with the fam, get a little nap, sleep in, go to church. No, that was another thing. Deep to church, but I can't even lie to you, man. It's been a minute, well, especially since the Rona going on. So, the church has been closed. But church for sure. Get back into that. Because, I mean, if it wasn't for him, none of this would be possible. But, I use that to recoup. And then I try to book my gigs on Monday, Tuesday. So I do maybe no more than three jobs. And that's about it. But if you don't know, I have a carpet cleaning company, so that's my business. So I work for an airline, and then I work for an automotive plant. And I've been doing that for going on 10 years here at the airport, and 8 years at the plant. So, I mean, it was just one of them situations where my routine literally was going back to 2010 when I got hired in here. I got in, at that time I was still in school, so I have a night shift, working like maybe it was like 5:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. So it was like 5-6 hours. And then I did that for a few years. When I got out of school, I switched over to mornings here. And at that time, I flipped the shift to 5:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. So I was getting off in the morning. My routine literally was work, get off around 10:45, hit the gym by 11, hoop from 11:30 to I'll say 1:30, go home, shower, eat, get on the game. Literally play the game from 2 o'clock all the way to damn near 3 o'clock in the morning. And I had to go to work at 5. That was my routine for a year or two, until it dawned on me, man, you know what? Because at that time I had a 1-bedroom apartment. I was pretty much living check to check. And it clicked. I don't know what clicked. Hold up. I think I just got a flight. Yeah, did just get a flight. can't turn the camera around, but it's my job. I got 15 minutes. So, but I mean, you know, go home, play the game for the rest of the day. And, you know, I'm like, man, I could be making some money somewhere. So I end up start working little small jobs here and there. Apply for, I didn't do the plant. It was some other warehouse. Then one of my good boys sent me like the application, like, man, you know they hiring here. Fill out the app. So I'm like, being this all a plant, that's kind of not my field, man. It's my career field, but not my career job. So I'm like, you know what? Let me see what it'd be like. Put the app in. They called. Within like a week or so, I was working. And then bang that out. The thing that got me hooked was we was getting paid every week. And then it was every 2 weeks here. So it was like money started coming in. And, you know, I started off at I think like 15 or something. So I'm thinking I'm making that guap. At that time I had to be 20. So I think I was 21 when I got hired here. So I had to be about 20, say 22, 23. And I was sitting there making guap. I'm thinking that was money back then. So then, as you know, started buying whips. Bought a couple of cars. Well, I bought my little 1990 Chevy Lumina. That was my baby. Called her Snow White. And then ran her to the wheels. My wheels fell off literally. I think like the engine ended up blowing. Then that was when 2003, 2013, the darts dropped. Grabbed that boy. And man, as you know, the money was good. I got the aluminum fix, put a brand new engine in it, and I just thought I was the man. So, but to go back to 7 minutes. Man, it just went for like 15 minutes to 7. I might have to go do this flight. But no, to go back to the main question was faith. I mean, faith, health, and just a sure willpower. Because when in the midst of me doing both, running back and forth, because at a point in time when my schedule was so hectic, I would literally get off here, go home, might get like an hour of a power nap, and then I would have to go to the plant. And then the bad thing about that, you know, the plant was like a 10-hour shift. So as soon as I get off on the plant, I would have to come straight in here. So, you know, I was pretty much changing on my car. When I leave there, I have to make sure I have my uniform here. Did that for, like, I think it took me literally maybe 2 to 3 years to get that rotation down pat. It was bad to the point where I was literally like, wherever I sat down, I will pass out literally, like right now. See, if it was back then, I've been knocked out in this chair. That's how I used to be. Literally about to miss my flight. They'd come out the back, wake me up, like, hey man, you know, you got this. And it took a while to get used to that. A couple times, felt asleep at a light. That's when that happened, I was second guessing myself. Like, you know what, man, it's time for me to let this go because it's starting to get unsafe. But at the same time, what's going on? You alright? Oh yeah. At the same time, you know, I stuck with it.
Got a flight before you did?
Huh?
What's up with that?
No, I got a flight.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh,
got
okay.
5
Well, you're
minutes.
on the ground.
I was on the ground already?
Yeah.
All right. To be continued. Right now, man, we're going ahead, driving up. Go pick up these 15 bags real quick. I'll be back. Trying to finish the video for y'all, man, but They're running your boy, man. I'm getting flight after flight. And it's Saturday, Saturday morning is a chill day, so I'm not liking this, you know what I'm saying? It might be real noisy, it's a plane right now ready to be parked. So whenever they fall back off your boy, I'll finish the video. Stay tuned, keep watching. Mr. Luke, hit the subscribe button, like, check out my previous videos about the 6 for the Money Challenge. And if you got any questions, whatever, don't ever hesitate to ask, you know what I'm saying? I respond to everything, good or the bad. Boy, we get back at it. Alright, too, my bad, I'm back, man. Had to run a couple of flights. What I was saying was, it was starting to get unsafe where I was falling. I was falling asleep, literally like behind the wheel. It wasn't when I was driving. It was more like if I stop at a light or a stop sign. That's all it takes, that split second, I'm just out. It was to the point where I would get home and the alarm would just go off. All I remember, I don't even remember making it home. It just, like, when the alarm go off, I get up like, damn, how did I made it home? Like, cause I wouldn't remember. It literally was like that, man, like I say, for at least 2 years, 3 years. But then in the midst of all that, when I was thinking about quitting the plant, they just redid the contracts. So at that time, I might have got like a raise. So I probably was making like 16. So I went from like 16 straight to like 24 or something crazy like that. So now at this point, I'm stuck. So it was just that. I wasn't letting it go. And at the time here, I forgot what I was making, but I don't know. Over the times went by, a few years went by, and I stuck with it. I've been topped out both gigs. So now it's just like I'm in here to the point where now when I'm doing this, I'm trying to set up the business to the point where I'll be ready to let both go. So once I get the right contract, they offer a buyout here. The money wasn't good enough. I'm shocked. A lot of people took it. Me, nah. I'm top. I think I'm top 5. I'm top 5 part-time. Well, I might be 1 now, because I know a few of them above me took it. So I might be top 1, top. So, nah. I'll catch it on the next round. But other than that, man, I would say literally is to maintain two jobs in your own business is definitely make sure you set your schedule up, your time. Set it up. See, like I said, I was lucky that I ended up with the same off days. When I got the job at the plant, I couldn't even choose my off days. That was the crazy thing. That's what I was worried about. Like, I might not be able to accept it because orientation, they don't tell you none of that. They literally tell you at the last day your schedule, your time, the place you be at, and all of it literally just fit. It was one shift I could work, one time I could work, and the crew, whatever it was, and all of it fell exactly what I needed. And since then, it was just God. I mean, it was in His will. Took it, ran with it, and been doing it ever since. And making great money. So that's what led me to be able to save up and start my own business. So my business is going 3 years strong now. So I'm making decent. I'd say it's great money, but I ain't putting it full time. I was in my own company to get it to where it needs to be due to the fact of these 2 jobs. So once I get that opportunity where I can see that it's time, I'm gone. But yeah, so hopefully that answered the question. The main the main thing is eat right. Eat right. Cause I mean gotta be healthy. So at that time, I definitely ate right. It was fruit, salad, whatever I ate every day. I made sure I had fruit and salad for sure. Like I go out, order some fast food here and there, but mainly I'll try to cook something every day. Every day. No, no, it's whatever. Nah, I ain't got used to it. But other than that, it's just pray about it. Do your research, and if you do try it, I hope everybody do if you got the time to do it. Because at that time, single, no kids, I have nothing but time. You just know your limits. Because if it get to the point where falling asleep behind the wheel and all that, rethink some stuff. Cause like I said, I don't know. I fought through it, but it was tough. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I had the videos of how many times I was in this boy. Matter of fact, this chair right here. I would sit there, put my feet up on this table, gone. Every morning, I would literally, like I said, I would literally get off work. At that time, my schedule was 6 p.m. at the plant, 6 p.m. to 4:30 a.m. I told you I had to be here at 5:30, so there was no point in going home. So I would literally come straight here, clock in, power wash in the bathroom, brush my teeth, clock in, sit right there, take a nap until somebody wake me up like, hey, it's time. For 3 years, that was my rotation, to the point where I adapt to it. So other than that, that's how I maintain working 2 jobs, running my own business. And yeah, that was a good question. I like that. That was a comment question. That was definitely a good one. So hopefully this helped you out. So mainly scheduling, time, health. And if you got the time, do it. There ain't nothing like making good money and starting your own company. Because I started my company, you could say pretty much debt free. Paid off my cars. The only thing I had was a couple of student loans at that time. I'm down to one student loan and 1 car loan. And we got 6 vehicles at the house. So, you know what I'm saying? It's been good. But you feel free to ask anything else, man. If you want to know something about me, if it ain't too crazy, like some super deep personal stuff. Yeah, because I'll be seeing the comments. Where you live? I'm not going to tell you that, bro. But other than that, I'll definitely share any other information. Because, it's out there. Most people know me. They know, they pretty much know me. Everything I do, you see. So, which is work. If I ain't working, I'm fixing up on the car. If I ain't fixing on the car, I'm riding on the bike. If I ain't on the bike, I don't know, I'm always doing something. So, it's your boy, Mr. Do It To Him. Too late, don't do it to him. If you're new here, man, hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up, share it. Like I say, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll get back with you. And thanks for all the support for the ones who've been with me. And I got new videos coming, man. With the money challenge, the 6-4 update. I think it's 2 more things that I'm supposed to be dropping. So just stay tuned. Appreciate it. Stay safe.